Hey, YouTube family and GN subs. How are you? Hope you're having a great week. And today we have a substantive video on how to sue immigration, how to sue the government, how to sue the agency. Are you just sick and tired of the delays, right? A lot of people don't know you can actually sue immigration to make them act. This video, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Hey, those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Humberto Gray, and you can always get me at hrg@graylaw.com. I do not have a WhatsApp number. You can only get me at hrg@graylaw.com. So we have a lot to unpack today. Let's get at it. So currently, family petitions are taking at least a year. Marriage case, filing an adjustment takes about a year. At the U.S. consulate abroad, if you're processing overseas, takes about a year and a half, right? Employment-based petitions are taking 2.5 years. Asylum cases, 5 years. Employment-based fifth preference cases, this is where you invest money in the U.S. Even those are taking up to 6 years. So on those cases, my clients, I have filed a lot of lawsuits against immigration, all right? So what's the law? It's under the APA, the Administrative Procedures Act, where Congress created a method in which you can actually sue an agency, right? What's the standard? You can sue an agency where they're required to act. You pay the fee for the application. They're required to make a decision. They're required to act on that. Or where there's an unreasonable delay, or where a decision is withheld. That is the actual law under the APA where you can actually sue the government. Oftentimes, the government is immune from lawsuits. You can't file a suit. But under the APA, yes, gives you permission to sue the government. How? How do you do this, right? It's called a mandamus action. You can sue the government. You file what's called a mandamus. It's actually a complaint against the government, right? They've sat on your case for so long and you're just tired of waiting. So you can actually file a lawsuit under a Mandamus Act. You need to meet 3 criteria in order to file under a mandamus, right? Number 1, where the individual has a clear right to relief. That's where let's say you file an application for citizenship and they have not acted on it. You have the right, you've paid the fees, and usually it takes about a year to get the interview. It's 2 years now. You have a right to relief to sue them under these circumstances. Number 2, the agency has a clear duty to perform. Again, the example that I gave, you gave them the money for citizenship, they have a duty. They have to adjudicate that application. And number 3, there's no other remedy, okay? It's the only way you can get these guys to act. They've been sitting on this case, so you sue. It's the only remedy that you have to make them act, and they must act under those circumstances. So when do you sue? When do you know when it's unreasonable? The time frame for adjudication is unreasonable, and you want to make them act. When do you sue? Well, certain provisions like the Wilber Trafficking Act, that says that a juvenile petition must be adjudicated within 180 days. So those are clear, right? You have a certain time frame. How about just other applications where it's discretionary, where immigration has discretion on when to adjudicate? Well, usually what I do is I look at the processing times, right? If they say the processing time for an I-130 petition is a year, now it's a year and a half, now it's 2 years, that's when I sue, right? It's unreasonable. This is the time frame that USCIS or the agency indicated that they have to adjudicate the petition. It's way beyond that time now. You know it when you see it, right? When you get tired, that's when you make the lawsuit, all right? When you get tired of waiting, sue the government. All right, so what will happen when you sue the government, okay? So what's going to happen is they will make a decision. What I found is, don't worry. They don't hold it against you that you filed a lawsuit. They know that they're wrong, and basically they need to make a decision. So you get fair adjudications. When you file mandamuses, the government doesn't get upset that you're doing this. So that's what a lot of people are concerned about. They're concerned about, they're going to hold it against you if you file suit against the government. Not the case. Don't be afraid. Usually what happens, these lawsuits go to the government attorney in Washington, D.C. They know immigration screws up all the time. They know of the delays. So what they do is they call the supervisor at your field office and they say, look, we have a lawsuit. Take care of this case, pull it, adjudicate it, And usually that's what happens. The supervisors go, wow, they've been waiting a long time. They don't hold it against you. They make a decision. Rarely do these cases go to litigation at all. So again, don't be afraid. File the lawsuit. Find a good attorney that does these federal mandamus cases because they can get a little bit expensive in terms of price. Find a good attorney to be able to do the mandamus and go ahead, file your lawsuit. Don't be afraid and get your case adjudicated. Thanks so much for watching GrayLaw TV. Click below, like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. See the notification bell. Go ahead and ring it so my content will come to you weekly as I disseminate new videos, awesome videos, generally good news stuff. All right, we'll see you next time.